boom bada bing, the grind continues because it is only 3:05 p.m. on 420. Wah! And we are doing our second reaction video for the night, in which I'm meaning to catch up on my lack of grind, though I said it would be a daily thing. Shit happens. But basically, this time it is going to be another suggestion by Dylan S. He suggested Nitheful's Preputium Avarice, I think, by a band called Nitheful. I'm not sure if I already said that, but I've listened to this band before. They're a band in the blackened deathcore scene, so I'm very much aware of them. However, I have happened not to have checked out this song. So I'm really, really excited to be checking out their newest track, which I never was able to check out in the first place. And I hope you guys are too. But basically, this is the Sean Cross experience. We do reaction videos every day, and I prioritize fan or audience suggested reaction videos, in which this is a good example. And basically, we are passionate. I'm a music enthusiast, or I like to think I am. So I like to check out music. I want to create music sooner or later. I want to cover music, and I want to participate in the graphic art design of the marketing for our scene. So there will be reaction videos. There will be graphic art commission time lapses as soon as my iPad gets here, really, which should be in the next week or so. We have the Anatomy podcast, which I sit down with musicians from all over the world, or right here in the United States. We talk about their stories as musicians and the history of their band thus far. Why the name, like lyrical content behind all the projects so far, what they have yet to release, and other stuff. And then there will be original content sooner or later provided by my own project, Blind Without Our Failures. We just have yet to really, really cook up stuff right now, but we got plenty of lyrical content, at least, waiting to be utilized. There is a band project I'm hoping to join here pretty soon via getting covers done, in which those covers will also be on here. So, and yeah, the covers, like music covers. But basically, this will be Nitheful. And yeah. Oh yeah, this little guy right here. This is for my secondary gaming channel. A gaming channel that I've had up for more than 6 years now. And it has 78 subscribers. I'm going to be uploading content more to that channel here pretty soon with like Minecraft, Warzone, that type of thing. Sitting down with people and just like having fun, because that's what that is. And yeah, there's plenty of people over there. So join the little group, join the little fraction of my audience who have been sticking by me and who have stayed loyal to that channel for so long. Sometimes I think to myself, little do they know there's another channel. But yeah, this is the Sean Cross YouTube experience. Let's react. More Slam Worldwide, baby. Bring us that good stuff. This has been out for a little bit, though, so it's not new. But it's new to me. Kind of chaotic, I will admit. And like I said, I listened to Preputium Infinitism or something like that. I know that was their first EP in which they collab with Devin of Warm Shepherd and Xavius of the Ogre Packet Slammers, and they also both collabed on Ascensions of Azrael. So like I plug into the scene. I knew about that EP. I listened to it. I thought it was absolutely filthy, because it was. There's no denying that. And I can only hope that bands like Nitheful or Macluck, in which he goes by the Damien Luane or whatever, I could only hope that they continue making music like this, but just continue evolving and definitely sharpen up their style over time. Who knows? Well, let's continue. Haha. Got it before. Oh my god, it's not even halfway done. Alright, we still got a lot to go through. But yeah, definitely that classic blackened deathcore. The shit that you think your demons would be listening to. Like this is good stuff. But I will admit, the one thing that it's not really into, and it's probably the reason I don't listen to Nitheful on the regular, is just because of how like chuggy it is and like how less articulation there is. It's more just like and all this other stuff. And I mean, I'm into that because I'm planning on producing stuff like that. As you can see, like I can do that too. Go figure. But basically, it's all about articulation for me. Whether it's the or the like, you got to be able to articulate, at least to me. And yeah, that's probably the only advice I would have. But I mean, it's the genre that it is. So let's continue. A lot of chaos, a lot of and all that fun stuff, but that's what we like here on the channel. I have to say, yeah, I know, like, this dude knows how, like, Dickie Allen is about to have a kid. I'm convinced this dude is his kid unborn. This is his kid hanging out, and not trying to be, like, rude or really, like, disrespectful. It's more or less a joke, but, like, this is what his child would sound like growing up. Just like... his dad's just like, that's my boy. Whatever. Yeah, like, this sounds like it could be Dickie Allen's Hellspawn. But, congratulations. Like, on a totally... this is absolutely a tangent. This has nothing to do with the video. But, late congratulations to the Goblin King and his lady friend, in the fact that he's going to be a dad sooner or later within the next year or so. I haven't checked in a while, but I don't know, that just like came to my head. It's like, oh my gosh, this could be like a funny little skit. But let's go ahead and finish it before it gets too awkward.
David,
I like that laugh too. See, little segments like that to where it's more or less dialogue in a play, or dialogue. Pardon me. Like, oh, monologue. That would be what it's called. I'm so dumb. But I love monologue, and I'm planning on doing that plenty with my project, with Blind Without Our Failures, in which we got a logo, we got everything, except for the actual music, which is fun. It's great. It's fantastic. But what can I say? This is this type of stuff I want to crank, but have it be a little bit more balanced, a lot less blast beats, female vocals, and multiple vocalists. That's the goal. Oh, that's new. That dude straight up screaming. Oh. It's great. So that was Preputium Avarice. So hands down, there are many projects very much like Nitheful in the scene that I am aware about, and very similar to projects like Infinite Annihilator, mainly Infinite Annihilator. What I enjoy about Nitheful is that they bring a disgusting sound to very disgusting but relevant topics that need to be talked about. Corruption in the church, all that type of stuff, which at this point, thank goodness, because of Infinite Annihilator and other organizations, the Westboro Baptist Church, all those really just hypocritical, very, very scummy, very corrupt churches and religious establishments, well, they're getting outed. And of course, they're getting pissed, so other stuff's happening. But that's what I like about the scene, is we're not afraid to exploit stuff like that. And we put on this image that people will always think that we're the more evil musicians in the music world, but indeed we're not. We really aren't. And I talk about this on the podcast quite frequently because, well, I'm passionate about it, and I was one of those kids when I was younger. That's a whole other story though. Yeah, that was cool. That was Nitheful's Preputium Avarice. Preputium Avarice. I don't know how to pronounce the first word. I know the second word is Avarice, but I can only assume with the defiled the defiled toddler's corpse behind the logo on the table, they were unfortunately doing some pretty horrific things to that kid with the lyrical content. Not actually the people writing the music. They're just telling the story of like what these people used to do. But that was the video. That was the reaction. Thank you, Dylan S., for responding. And notice that I was like looking at my phone a lot during that segment. I was trying to figure out if Dylan was the vocalist or like if Dylan was any of the members of the band Nitheful. Just like, shamelessly, shamelessly endorsing his band, being like, hey, yo, you should check out that song. You should take out our song and put it on your YouTube channel. And I'm like, fuck yeah. But this was the Sean Cross YouTube experience, in which we will be doing reaction videos like this, especially the suggested ones, every day. Now, there might be a couple delays, like yesterday, in which I was just doing other things, but for the most part, y'all should be expecting 5 reactions a week. There you go. That is an expectation, that is a promise, that is a guarantee. There will be at least 5 reactions a week, if not plenty more. Because as a music enthusiast, I check out music all the time. But we will be doing more graphic art design based content in the near future, or we will be doing it in the first place. What am I talking about? With the graphic art commission time lapses, we will be doing our second Spotify but third YouTube episode of the Anatomy podcast this weekend with Greg Gilbert, formerly of Shrine to Malice, with his 2 new projects that you'll be discussing here and there. We'll be discussing what's been going on, how he's been doing, and then after that, the iPad will come in, so y'all will be seeing me grind some logos, because I've been meaning to do that for a long time, and sooner or later, there will be original music content and music covers via moi. I also have a gaming channel, which I'm going to shamelessly plug, because I want people from over there to jump over to here, from people over here to jump over there. It's really fun stuff. I love playing video games, and what better way to play video games than being recorded and spectated and judged, laughed at. But, you know, it's all fun and games. No pun intended. This is the Sean Cross YouTube experience, and we'll see you guys in the next reaction with To the Grave.